Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope your first week has gone well. Remember, the first week is probably one of the hardest weeks as we're trying to make changes, trying to get things prepped and ready, and it can be the most challenging because maybe you're not used to doing all this stuff, maybe you're not used to eating all this, different things like that. So please keep in mind to start doing small steps. You don't have to do everything all at once right at the beginning. It can be really overwhelming if you try to do everything, which then kind of sets you up for failure. So if you have been overwhelmed this last week, look at what you've done and see where you can make improvements and take small steps. Um, some things to be aware of. Again, Sunday's our prep day. So right now I've got a pot roast going with some potatoes and lots of veggies, onions going for us for the week. And I also have been cutting up vegetables. I'm doing Brussels sprouts and asparagus. I'm going to roast those in the oven. I'm also making stuff to do fajitas. So I've got onions and peppers and chicken and steak that I'm going to marinate. And you can either put that over a whole grain tortilla if you'd like to, again, depending on how your carbs are going, or you can put it over a salad, and I like to put salsa over it. It's really, really tasty. So I've gotten those things going for the day. I'll roast some chicken and then I'll put them in my containers. But we like to get prepped for the week because if we don't, we're scrounging around what are we going to eat tonight. So just a little helpful hint on prepping for the week. Having it all set out makes life a lot easier. We'll also do like egg muffins and stuff today as well. Another thing to be aware of is I hope that you all are journaling. Whatever way you choose to journal, whether it's on MyFitnessPal, well, whether it's a little notebook, write down everything that you're putting in your mouth, whether it's a solid or a liquid. Write it down so at least you can be aware of what you're putting into your body. And also, if you're having trouble and haven't been losing the weight, you can bring that in and I can look at it and give you some feedback. We can always make small improvements somewhere. So make sure that you are doing that. If you're on MyFitnessPal, make sure that you've gone into the settings and changed them to the calories and the macro percentages that I have recommended. If you haven't done that and don't know how to do that, please let me know. Also add me as a friend. If you go under settings and go under friends, you should be able to add me as a friend. Just use my email address, erin@longevity-fitness.com. And then also go into settings to diary sharing and make sure that it's set to friends only. If you need help on how to change any of that, you can ask myself, Zach, Elizabeth, whoever you need to. I can send you step-by-step instructions. That's not an issue. So please be journaling so you can bring that in. If you want to, you can come weigh in this week. I highly recommend it. It helps hold you accountable, but it's not required this week. It will be required next week so I can send results out after 2 weeks. But at least see how you're doing. I've had a few people who've lost 4 or 5 pounds in the first week, and then I've had people who've lost only a pound or two. So if you want to come and see how you're doing, let's do that. Try to do it at the same time you did last week. That way it'll be a little more accurate than if you weighed in the morning one time and you weigh in the evening. It may not show the results that you're actually getting. So take that. Make sure you're drinking your water. Water, water, water. Especially with how hot of a weekend it was, you want to make sure that you're staying hydrated. So again, I recommend at least 64 ounces, if not half your body weight. But again, if you're not used to drinking that much water, small steps on getting you there. If you're drinking other things like coffee, tea, soda, try to back off of those, if not eliminate them if possible. But I know some of you are dealing with some headaches from caffeine withdrawal this week, so make sure that you're backing off gradually rather than cold turkey so you don't feel icky. One thing I wanted to talk about this week that I didn't really hit on last week is exercise. With getting all the food and all that under control, I didn't want to overwhelm you with the exercise. But hopefully you guys have gotten set with the food and are kind of comfortable with that. Again, it's a process, so take it small steps, like I said. But exercise is going to be key to your transformation as well. So make sure that you are doing at least 30 minutes of something every day, whether it's walking, whether it's going up and down the stairs, whether it's a strength training program. It does not have to be that long, even 15, 20 minutes if you can get that in. But I definitely want you to get your heart rate up 2 to 3 days a week. And then I also want you to get strength training at least 2 days a week. So that is key to this transformation. So make sure that you are doing those things. Some of you asked about protein powder. This week as another thing, I like to do plant-based protein powders rather than a whey protein. Whey proteins can be fine. You just want to make sure that there's not a whole heck of a lot of ingredients and that you know what those ingredients are. My favorite that we use is Orgain. You can find that on Amazon, you can find it at Costco, you can find it in a bunch of different places. But I do the plant-based one, not the whey-based one. But that's just personal preference. But it's up to you what you want to do. And you don't even have to have a protein shake. But definitely look at the ingredients. Make sure there's no sucralose, artificial sweeteners. Stevia is okay. Honey, all those natural sweeteners are okay. But make sure there's not a lot of junk in it. No food coloring, no artificial flavors. Those are key as well. And let me know if you have any questions and want any other recommendations. But hopefully you guys are getting settled. Hopefully you've hit the grocery store and going to prep some stuff for the week. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. But I wish you the best of luck this week, and let me know if you need anything. Bye, guys.